Togo, officially the Togolese Republic, is a country in West Africa bordered by Ghana to the west, Benin to the east, and Burkina Faso to the north. The country extends south to the Gulf of Guinea, where the capital Lomé is located. Togo covers 57,000 square kilometers, or 22,008 square miles, making it one of the smallest countries in Africa, with a population of roughly 8 million, as well as one of the narrowest countries in the world with a width of less than 115 kilometers between Ghana and its slightly larger eastern neighbor Benin. From the 11th century to the 16th century, very little is known about the area other than it was populated by various ethnic groups coming from all sides, the Yue of Benin and the Mina and Guin from Ghana. These three groups settled along the coast of the country. When the Portuguese arrived in 1471, there were signs of Yue settlements for several centuries in that area before their arrival. After the arrival of the Europeans, the Portuguese, in the period from the 16th century to the 18th century, the coastal region became a major slave trading center, and the surrounding region took on the name the Slave Coast. And this was because of, during these 200 years, the coastal region was a major trading center for Europeans in search of slaves. This was trade that was established by the Portuguese. The German Empire established the Proctorate of Togoland in what is now the nation of Togoland in 1884, during the period generally known as the Scramble for Africa. At the outbreak of the First World War in 1914, the colony was drawn into the conflict. It was invaded and quickly overrun by British and French forces during the Togoland campaign and placed under military rule. In 1916, the territory was divided into separate British and French administrative zones, and this was formalized in 1922 with the creation of British Togoland and French Togoland. The country gained its independence in 1960, but was placed under a hard-handed single-family rule up until 2007, when the country began to make gradual paths towards democratic reform. Since that time, Togo has had multiple presidential and legislative elections deemed generally free and fair by international observers. In governmental form, the country is a presidential republic. Its capital is located in Lomé, and its legislature is a national assembly of 91 seats. It is divided into a judiciary with a Supreme Court organized into criminal and administrative chambers, each with its own president and advisories. And it has a constitutional court which consists of 9 separate judges, and an individual president resides over that court as well. The people. The population is 8.6 million as of July 2020 estimates, with a population growth of roughly 2.5%. The ethnicities of the area are divided along these lines. The Adje Iwu Mina making up 42% of the populace. The Kabiye Tem being 25.9%. The Paragorma Akin being 17%. The Akposo Akibu being 4.1%. The Ana Ifi being 3.2%. And 1.7% being made up by native Togolese. Their languages are officially French, which is the language of commerce, but with so many ethnic groups, there come many ethnic languages, including the Dagomba, the Yue, Kadyi, and Mina languages, which are still spoken. Religiously, they are dominated by Christianity, represented by 43.7% of the population, while 35.6% still embrace folk beliefs, 14% Muslim beliefs, and under 1% representing Buddhist, Jewish, or any other belief systems. Urbanization. Approximately 42.8% of the populace lives in urbanized area, and the country is being urbanized at a rate of roughly 3.7 rate of change per year. Its literacy overall sits at roughly 63.7%. Economy. Economic overview. The country enjoys steady economic growth fueled by its political stability and government efforts to modernize commercial infrastructure. Their economy depends heavily on commercial and sustenance agriculture, and they are among the world's largest producers of phosphate. Their GDP as of 2017 was right at $12.97 billion, and per capita income was roughly $1,700. In terms of exports, they export roughly $1 billion of goods, primarily to Benin, Burkina Faso, Nigeria, India, Mali, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria. And they bring in roughly $2 billion in imports, primarily from China, France, the Netherlands, and Japan.